Hello everyone, welcome back. This is an update video for TerraFirmaCraft Plus. So it's been a little while, and that has been because I have taken a while to work on this update. If you've been in the Discord, you have an idea of what this update is about, or if you've looked at the title of this video. But let's just start with let's just start with temperature. You may notice on the right side there that we're actually quite warm here. So one thing I've done is I've increased the basic summer temperature all across the world, and I just thought that there weren't really many situations where you needed to protect yourself from hot weather. You can see here the current temperature is 26 degrees, and we are actually that 26 degrees is counted as one worse because we're standing in the sun. So if we were in the shade, it would be better on us. So we can go check that out. That's actually a feature that was added a few updates ago. So if we go stand, yeah, you can see here it goes down into just the yellow part. So you know, out in the sun, not as great. But yeah, so that's temperature. But another quick update is beehives. They were not working previously. You know, you'd put the fertile honeycomb in the beehive, and then like it would generate tons and tons of honey right away. So that's been fixed. But let's get on to some of the most major changes in this update, and we're going to start with alcohol. So alcohol has been redone again. I know that it was not long ago that I redid alcohol, you know, with like distillation and stuff. In this instance, I think it's just there's a little extra realism, specifically that you need some a source of yeast in order to ferment your alcohol, and that will come in the form of malted grains. So there are not any alcohols you can make without grains anymore. However, it is not much grain. That's important. There's also a ton of new juices that you can get. So previously, I think the last update added grape juice. And then also there was agave and cane juice, but they technically weren't, you couldn't get them. You can totally get them now. You can also get juices from all of the fruits. And I think berry juice was in the last update, but no, it wasn't. Berry juice was added in this update. Berry wine was previously, but yeah, now we have berry juice. All these juices act as precursors for alcohol. So apple juice is a precursor for cider. Berry juice is a precursor for berry wine. There's cherry juice, lemon juice, orange juice, I guess papaya juice, date juice. All those can be made into wines and then brandy from that. And what you're going to have to do in order to do that, so let's say we get some apple juice, bottle of apple juice. All right, so let's just get a bunch of these, and we'll get a barrel, and we'll get some wheat malt, and a knife. Alright, so we'll put that down. We'll start throwing some apple juice into here. Just like grape juice, if you want to get some juice, you get a stone hopper, which was introduced in, I guess, the previous update. You put fruit in it, then you put smooth stone on top of it, and it'll start crushing the fruit into juice. So we have that. We're going to need this wheat malt. Let's actually jump into survival for a sec. And we're going to cut it into very tiny little pieces. And then we're going to go to debug mode. And we're going to do like time add, let's just try 3 days. And okay, so decay, yeah, it's going up to like 0.7, 0.5. Gonna need a little more than that. Let's take a look, another 3 days. 1.7. This one's staying at 0.3 for some reason. Yeah, I mean, they're all decaying at different rates. It's got a really low decay. I think it's because the quantity is so low. I don't really want to use 20 ounces, but just for the sake of it. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So once it has at least 5% decay, this one has 20%. You just throw it in, you seal it, and that'll start fermenting. So any amount of wheat malt, it's minimum 0.001 ounces, I think. So incredibly small quantity. Just the fact that it just has to be there. And it has to have at least 5% decay, and that represents that you've had some yeast start to grow on it. And so that's what you have to add in order to get alcohol. Previously there were things like rice sealed in water produced sake. Now that will produce rice water, which you have to add a bit of malt to in order to produce the sake. You could do rice malt, so not that big a deal. It's just that I thought it was a useful, what do you call it? Way, I guess. Yeah, it's a useful way to allow you to like store juices. Like if you want to seal a barrel of grape juice, it's not going to automatically turn into wine. Because I didn't want that. I wanted you to be able to store juices for long periods of time without them fermenting. So I needed a way that you could, like I needed there to be a specific item that would cause fermentation. And then I guess I decided to use that same item for everything, and so I just decided to go with malt, because when I was looking up like how sake is made in real life, adding malted grain to it is one of the steps in order to kickstart the fermentation process. So I thought that would be a useful thing to do for that. So we can look at all the different stuff we have now. So bottle of water, let's actually just look at juice. So grape juice, cherry juice, peach juice, apple, plum, orange, lemon, date, papaya, agave, cane, and berry. So you notice that a lot of these have fruit attached to them. Cane does not. And agave juice actually counts as a vegetable. So I think these things will be given taste profiles once the cooking update is in full swing, but that's not really where we're at yet, so not going to worry about that just yet. So that has been redone. We're going to look at another new feature. I want to get rid of all this junk. Yeah, let's get rid of all that. Let's get a shovel and a trowel. Trowels are not that often used, so that's kind of interesting. Let's get some mortar and some gravel. Doesn't really matter what kind. And let's get some cobblestone. And I'm going to grab, let's grab the schist cobblestone. And in fact, let's also turn off debug mode. Go into, oh yeah. I forgot we set the time ahead so much. So let's turn off debug mode again. We'll just wait for our hunger to go down. Reset our stats again. Wait for it to go down. Reset our stats. Oh. Yep. I'm starving. I think it's stabilized. Cool. Alright. So let's also just get rid of some of the grass here. So we can talk about what we're going to be doing now. Alright. Cool. So I'm going to take this shovel and we're going to right click. And that gives us this dirt road. In fact, actually, give me 1 second, because this is rather silly. Okay, so yeah, there you go. This is a dirt road. When you're walking on the dirt road, you'll get a slight movement boost. And that will be equal to... actually, I should get rid of this. It will be equal to 5% when it is sunny outside or just dry. And if it's raining, you'll actually get a 15% movement penalty. So, at least for dirt roads, they are useful. They're useful in good weather and not so much in poor weather, because you get all mucky and they're not really well maintained because stuff happens. You can see that if I double click on the dirt road, we actually get like a half block but you may be wondering why I took out this other stuff. And we're going to talk about that. So, we have our gravel, and we just... Well, yeah, because we only had 3 of those. Start just applying it. It doesn't actually matter what kind of gravel you use. Start applying it all over the place. Alright, now we have this gravelly kind of dirt road. We're going to have our mason's trowel with our mortar. And we're going to start applying some mortar. So you can see it starts saying stone road there, but it doesn't actually have any abilities yet. Because there's one final step, and that is to apply cobblestone. So oh man, I don't have a pickaxe. That's a little unfortunate. Was I holding shift? I thought you had to hold shift in order to put something on. It doesn't really matter. You know, don't be trying to make roads you don't have pickaxes. But yeah, this road just gives you a 15% movement boost at all times. Not affected by rain, and it also should apply to any entity that's on it. So that would apply to animals and stuff as well. So that's something to keep in mind. After that, we have maybe what you've been excited for if you saw the title. The total rework of roofs. So let's look at thatch here. You may notice that we have thatch roof centers. We also actually have 2 different types of thatch roof. So let's just grab these so we can just see what these are like. You know, I'm sure you guys remember thatch roofs, right? A bit of Z fighting there, but it's not the end of the world. We also have the thatch roof center. So you can have oddly sized houses. We'll just put that there for now. Put that on top. Get rid of that one. Yep, there you go. There's your, you know, odd width thatch roofs. But then there was another thatch block, wasn't there? So let's look at that. That is called the steep thatch roof, and the steep thatch roof peak. So steep roofs are kind of different. Let's actually let's get some light so we can take a better look at this. So let's just say we put the block here. Alright, so you can see it's a sharper angle, but I could have also put it there. So you can see there's actually 2 different spots in the block that you can place it. You can put it on top, just like a slab in vanilla. If you click on this side of the block, it'll be closer to you. Click on that side, it'll be farther. So we can do something like that. Bit of Z fighting. There's a bit of like a crossover there. I think it looks kind of cool though, just like when you get that little extra bit at the top. So I kind of left that in, just like a little bit extra on top of your roof. You know, and these things do their standard connections. However, there's a new mechanic with roof connections. Previously, these would have just like tried to connect to each other automatically. Now you actually have to right-click with a hammer in order to get roofs to attach to each other backwards. Whereas, like if I just put like that there, this roof will automatically attach unless I right-click with a hammer, and then it'll ignore this roof here. So I can, you know, you can totally do some much fancier things with roofs now that you previously weren't able to do. Let's do like, oop, and then we'll make sure that we don't have that guy connecting. Oh yeah, you're probably too, I don't know, I'm not really, I should do it like, I don't know, that, maybe, I don't know. You probably wouldn't want to do such a sharp angle with the steep roofs like that. Okay, that's not really the point. The point is that you can do lots of fancy things with these, crud. Let's just grab, that block. So you know. So we'll start like that. Go in like this, and then like that. Alright, and then we would, not like that. Yeah, this is with the one, right? So I should be able to go like, yeah, like that. So you see, you know, you get nice, fancy, tall roofs versus you could have just like the regular old kind of. Oop, that's the wrong. Getting a little confused here. That's the wrong roof height. Actually, I probably want to go like. Oh no, that would have worked. Man, look at me getting all confused. There we go. Yeah. So there's two different, you know, styles of roof you can do. And we have that for the other roofs as well. So, in fact, we actually have another type of roof on tile. We have shallow roofs. And these work a lot more like kind of vanilla slabs. If I put that there and then that there, yeah, you can see how that works. And we have the center. So that in kind of odd sizes as well. These all, you know, do their connections, right? So that's nice, and yeah, that wouldn't work because that's not a full block. Oh, and you can also like walk up the roofs now. Not these roofs; you have to jump up these because they're steep. But you can walk up these. So that's nice. So that's these roofs. We obviously have slate roofs. You'll notice that tile roofs have lost all the detail they had. The detail they had was killing performance, and it was killing coating. It was ugly, it was nasty, it was bad, and all the roofs actually had their own coating. One of the reasons the thatch roofs never got a centerpiece was that they were coated completely differently than the other roofs, and that was ugly and terrible and awful. Now all the roofs use the same code. So adding new types of roof is actually quite easy. But yeah, so slate roofs no longer have kind of like that sort of fancier texture-y stuff going on, or instead they have just like a regular flat texture, but I think it looks quite nice. We also have copper roofs. So we can take a look at these. So we'll also look at the recipes for these so that you guys can see what that's like. So these are copper roofs. You know, the roof peak. And you might have noticed that there was a green copper roof. The green copper roof does not actually have a crafting recipe, but you can convert these ones into them. Originally I was planning to have them convert kind of automatically, like in the rain or just over time, but that's not, that's kind of ugly without tile entities, and I don't really want to have tile entities on roofs. Because these blocks don't use tile entities at all. So instead, you have to manually convert them. And so we are going to create it's actually fissure lava. Create a big pool of lava. You may notice that there is a large area of rock around lava pools now. That acts as kind of a buffer zone to help prevent forest fires and stuff. So that is a little nicer. We might eventually start seeing a new kind of block that I think is quite important. You might also notice that my temperature gauge is kind of going off the charts right now. Lava is hot. I mean, it is pretty hot out here to begin with, but lava is quite hot. And this would like being this close to all this lava, I think might be kind of lethal. So it's important to kind of be aware of your temperature. Don't get too close to lava. Unlike other sources of heat, lava will heat you up indefinitely. until you die. But yeah, this is the new, we have sulfur, we also have salamoniac, is a new thing that spawns around lava pools. If I get a pickaxe, we can harvest this. Alright, and that gives us ammonium chloride powder. Let's go back into creative, and we'll get some cotton bowls and a barrel. Do we have water around here? Fresh water? We do have fresh water. I am glad. We'll get some more ammonium. Did I get the? Yeah, I got the water in that. All right, so let's throw that down. Seal it. Throw some ammonium chloride inside. We get ammonium chloride as a liquid. Oh, I think we actually want to have fewer of these in there. So that has turned into these ammonium chloride balls, which should not stack. Kind of sucks that they do. I guess I gotta make sure that, because this is actually kind of like a tool, and you probably wouldn't want to make that many at once. Why is it still stacking? That doesn't really matter. The point is that you take your ammonium chloride ball, and you can convert your orange roofs into green roofs. Kind of like a dirty texture I have going on there right now. I could make it a little cleaner if that is something that people are interested in. Spend a little bit of time on the texture. But yeah, so you can convert the orange copper roofs into green copper roofs by rubbing ammonium chloride on them. That causes an oxidation reaction. So yeah, I don't think there's, apart from that ammonium chloride ball thing, which is going to get fixed before release, I don't think there's much else to talk about. One thing I think I want to do is, yeah, so stone roads here are actually supposed to generate at full height. It's only dirt roads that are supposed to be indented. That is what I just wanted to fix quickly. So yeah, added a few new items, added a ton of new alcohol, some new drinks, new roofs, new roof mechanics, all sorts of fun things. There's also some bug fixes thrown in there. I will have hopefully a better list on CurseForge when the mod goes up, which should be up now if you're seeing this video. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this update. If you have any questions or suggestions or bug reports, please go to the Discord. There's a link in the description, and you can report bugs, and you can ask me any questions that you want there. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all next time.